Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here. Time for another Patreon-sponsored blind reaction. And this one comes to you courtesy of Russell Ray Young, who has requested that I react to the top 10 worst Halloween candy by Death Battle. Or I guess more by Screw Attack. This is from the days before the name of the channel changed. But it's on the Death Battle channel now, so yeah. But anyway, top 10 worst Halloween candy, that should be a fun list. Definitely very seasonal with Halloween in just a couple days now. So, yeah. And as for what's going to be on the list, I don't know. I expect probably candy corn. That seems to be the favorite of everyone to dunk on. But not really sure what else. Though we'll find out soon enough. Let's go ahead and get this started. Here we go.
Hey, Top 10 viewers. I was this close to exporting this week's episode before I realized I forgot to tell you something really important.
Huh?
If you missed it last week, this show, Top 10, is moving over to the No.
Oh.
Long story short, YouTube's algorithms have been really screwing over this show on Screw Attack's channel. So in order to keep the show going, because that's a lot better than canceling it outright, we are going to be moving it over to the No. So this show is going to be on Screw Attack for the next about 5 weeks.
Is that still a channel?
And in the meantime, please go subscribe to the No on YouTube and check it out on Rooster Teeth. And I'll see you guys over there.
Or does that one not exist anymore? I don't know. Never heard of the No.
That was the most important thing happening this week. The Smash Brothers Direct. The second most important thing, though,
wow,
is Halloween, specifically Halloween candy. You'd think on this top 10 we'd be talking
it's all about the candy.
Best candies, but...
Oh. Yeah.
I'm not so lucky. Hey, I'm Nervous Nick for Screw Attack's top 10 worst Halloween candy.
Number 10.
When you bring your haul back from a Halloween night out in your hood, one of the best feelings is sorting through your candy and finding that top-tier stuff. Come on, you know what I'm talking about.
The Rock.
Twix, M&M's, Snickers. And then there's the rip-off versions of all that.
Yeah.
Sixlets, Boffos,
all the generics.
all of those second-rate chocolates that just aren't as good as the stuff they're aping. Now, they're only going in at number 10.
Tastes like disappointment.
Good candy and imitation's the sincerest form of things and whatever, but that's still like being picked second to last for your gym class dodgeball team back in the day. You're not the worst ever, but I mean, you're close enough.
Number 9.
Speaking of
Tootsie Rolls,
I don't know what Tootsie Rolls claim they're made of, but you cannot convince me that it's chocolate.
Yeah.
They're this tough, sticky substance of sorts that merely took a bath in something chocolate flavored. So sure, they taste all right,
yeah,
I guess, but
they're not the
problem with
best.
Tootsie Rolls is how unforgivably sticky they are. Seriously, have you ever in your life had a Tootsie Roll that didn't feel like it was hardened to be on natural human consumption? Do they just make these things stale on purpose?
Would these be edible if you were to open these up? This is 1930.
Yes, they are.
There's no expiration date on a Tootsie Roll?
Well, we say there's an expiration date, but they're fine because we have some that date back that far and we tried them.
It may
okay,
surprise you,
wonderful.
These rolls of poop posing as chocolate still aren't the worst offenders as far as stickiness goes.
Number 8.
Because if anything gets stuck in your teeth worse than Tootsie Rolls, it's freaking dots.
Oh. Yeah, never been a big fan of dots.
Rainbow-colored lumps could be any stickier if you assembled a team of the world's leading crappy candy engineers and forced them to do it at gunpoint. So it should surprise nobody that dots in Tootsie Rolls are made by the same evil company.
Of course they are.
And you know what gets me? The boxes always fill your head with these false hopes. Because you look at the dots and you imagine something soft and chewy, but the moment you put one in your mouth, they permanently adhere to you like little tooth-dissolving leeches. I don't even care that dots are surprisingly
Well, that's pleasant.
flavorful. Little traces of the first dots I ever ate are still stuck in my teeth
Wow.
to this day.
Number 7.
Something, 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 something. Insert Lewis Black reference here. As far as anything that dares to call itself candy, candy corn is
there we go.
Peak mediocrity. Is it actually candy, or is it sugary wax in the vague shape of corn kernels? How can you even trust these things when they're literally never wrapped? You don't know where it's been. On that note, where does candy corn even come from?
Guess he did not enjoy it.
All candy corn production? But the mere fact that they're at least partially to blame for the existence of candy corn, that's just in poor taste. And fittingly, so is the candy corn itself.
Number 6.
Okay,
Going
even
worse
though I'm
than
not
candy corn.
allergic to them, I don't like peanuts.
Huh.
So when I heard that circus peanuts were actually little clouds of childhood bliss called marshmallows, well, I had to give them a shot.
Yeah.
You can't possibly screw up marshmallows, right?
Yeah, they're not
Oh,
great.
to be a naive fool once again. See, circus peanuts don't taste like marshmallows. They don't even taste like peanuts. Somehow, some way, these grotesque clumps of matter taste like bananas. Figure that one out. If you think circus peanuts taste like something that don't belong in today's world, allow me to not blow your mind by saying that these things have been around since the 1800s.
I want to watch that video.
It is the 21st century
Like-
now. How much longer is it going to be before we abolish these things already?
Number 5.
Okay, I do have to give candy this. Even if candy is bad, at least you can still say it's candy. I mean, I guess. Either way, when you're out raiding your neighbor's candy stashes, you want to get stuff that would rot your teeth out. So what is up with these party poopers giving out granola bars?
Oh. Does that even count?
Costumes and candy, not health. And even if giving healthy alternatives is what these sick freaks are out for, granola bars have a ton of sugar in them anyway.
Just not
Won't
cool.
put them higher than number 5 because at least they come in wrappers, so you know that the unopened ones are clean. Unlike this next one.
Number 4.
Fruit.
Okay.
Who puts fruit in
Not sure that
trick-or-treat
counts either,
bags?
but
What kind of demented psychopath wants to give kids healthy alternatives to candy and gives you something that actually is good for you? Unlike granola bars. These people need to stop. October 31st is the one day a year I actively try to go into a diabetic shock through nothing but candy, and this organic, potassium-filled, vitamin C-loaded bullcrap does not help my cause. Plus, like I said, they don't come in wrappers, so God only knows who or what touched it before you did. And you know what the worst part is? I actually love fruit. So thanks a lot, healthy
fruit is
wieners,
great.
for making me put something I like on a top 10 worst.
it's not what you want on Halloween.
Number 3.
If I can say just one positive thing about candy buttons,
Oh.
it's that they're better than eating straight paper. Why do I know
Candy
this?
buttons?
Because you can't peel one of these sugar tablets off without little bits of the paper it comes on joining it. You kinda just have to accept that this paper is now part of your candy. And that it's about to be part of you too. The different colors are supposed to be the different flavors.
I've never even seen those
They
before.
can't even get that right. In what universe does the color blue represent lime flavoring? I'm honestly trying my hardest to find a real use for candy buttons. You could, pretend you're popping pills?
Wow.
That's how far we're reaching here. Simulated drug abuse.
Number 2.
Welcome to the top 2 spots on the list where the words technically edible
Oh.
are now so
Oh.
much praise we can give. You get these wax lips, and sure, you can look silly when you put them in your mouth. Hardy har har.
Yeah.
But tell me how enticing the idea of eating literal wax can really be. And I can hear all of you telling me this right now. You're not supposed to eat wax lips, Nick. Do you eat everything people put into your Halloween bag? Yes! Listen, if they didn't
Okay.
want people to consume these things, then maybe they shouldn't have made them out of food-grade material. Either that or all of this candy is actually messing with my brain. I'm very concerned that that's the case. Either way, thankfully, there's just one more to go.
It's number 1.
This, dear viewers, is not candy. You can't even convince me that it's food.
Oh.
Necco wafers are nothing
Necco
but
wafer.
sugar sprinkled onto sidewalk chalk. It's bad. It's so bad, in fact, that Necco tried to change things up a couple years ago by going all natural and health conscious and whatnot, but that just made them softer and even less tolerable. Unsurprisingly, they reverted their formula back to their old ways, which just meant the return of the only candy that you can play hopscotch with.
Wow.
Necco wafers have been the epitome of tasteless, joyless,
Yeah.
edible material since 1847. That's the year they were first produced, and I'm convinced that's also the
Kinda
year
surprised they've
every
lasted
Necco
that long.
wafer that's ever existed was made. Nothing dries up your Halloween joy like getting a pack of compacted dust in your trick-or-treat bag. Thanks, you heartless monsters. For our secret number 11, is there a riskier candy to eat than those unmarked, unbranded taffies? To this day, scientists still cannot trace the origin of what I'm just gonna call anonymous taffy. But what we do know is that it tastes like equal parts fruit and equal parts wax. It's so mysterious.
Well, there we go. That was a fun list. I mean, some of those weren't exactly candy, but I guess there are crazy people that give out fruit and granola bars. So I guess you can include that. It's weird. But yeah, there we go. That was that was a fun list. I definitely did enjoy it. I mean, all of those deserve their spot, I would say. I mean, yeah, the peanuts and the Tootsie Rolls, just, yeah, it's all pretty bottom of the barrel. I'm just kind of surprised I've never even seen those candy buttons before. Like, is that a regional thing, or I don't know. That's weird. Like on strips of paper that they're stuck to? Yeah, that's completely new to me. So, But, yeah, other than that, I can verify that these were pretty good selections. And, yeah. Good video. Anyway, hope you liked the reaction. Let me know if you did. And see you in the next one.